And we're focusing on the issues of Bodaboda, and we all know that they have become a familiar sight across the country, drawing appreciation and detest almost in equal measure. Yes, we are talking about the motorcycles, or Bodabodas as they are commonly known. Unfortunately, lack of proper regulation of the sector has led to chaos on our roads. Sharon Momanyi now reports on what is turning out to be a vicious cycle of these wheels of death.
A ride atop a Bodaboda is one that many Kenyans have experienced, either at that point when it provided the convenience of speed by avoiding traffic jams, or traversing routes not served by commercial passenger vehicles, maybe cheaper or perhaps just simply as a preferred choice of transport. There appears to be an explosion of Bodabodas across the country, clustering at what we could call Bodaboda stops and waltzing through the streets. But with that has also come many problems. In Kakamega town, the police deal with a lot of cases of unlicensed operators.
Waendeshaji wa pikipiki sana sana, kwa sababu wengi wao wamegraduate kutoka baisikeli, wanaona kama kwamba kuendesha pikipiki ni kama ile tu kuendesha baisikeli. Mtu anaenda kwa sababu anajua ile kustabilize ile pikipiki, namna vile ana stabilize baisikeli, bila kujali kwamba uzito ya pikipiki ni tofauti na ile ya baisikeli.
The Bodaboda business seemingly lucrative for young entrepreneurs and job seekers, so much so that the crucial factor that the business involves balancing the lives of passengers on two wheels is sometimes lost on the operators.
Watu wakitoka mtiani form 4 darasa 8, wengine wanasema wacha nibaie mtoto yangu pikipiki angoje na result. So that's why every year watu wanaongezeka. Na wengine pia wanawachisa kazi kwa Wahindi. You know, kazi hakuna.
Mtu anaweza jifunza leo anataka pesa. Na kama tungekuwa na mpangilio, serikali tusaidie, kukuwa na kamkopo kadogo hivi kama 5,000, 10,000, alafu haina interest. Tunaona hapo mtu atachukua aende driving, at least apate ka license.
With unskilled Bodaboda operators on the roads, coupled with a growing number of users, the motorcycles are increasingly turning into wheels of death. So rampant are cases of Bodaboda accidents that the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Referral Hospital in Kisumu has actually set aside a ward specially for these victims.
Most of the injuries are usually fractures. Those that are unfortunate to get fractures of the skull, that is the bone that covers the head, and the brain, usually die.
We normally receive around 4 patients per week, and this one translates roughly to 16 patients per month. And you see, when you translate this to a year, these are quite a lot of patients. These are patients now who will be in the ward for at least a minimum of 10 weeks. So you can see putting a patient in the ward for 10 weeks. That is a loss of economic times.
But health and lives are not the only risks that have come with the Bodaboda invasion. The economic performance of counties are also impacted. At the moment, there are no regulations in place to guide the operation of Bodabodas, including riding lanes, traffic rules, and allowed areas of operation.
We have to develop first our roads, where we have special lanes for bicycles, we need lanes for pedestrians who can walk. Then motorized vehicles, including Bodaboda, tuk-tuk, motor vehicles, have to be on the road.
For all it could be glorified for, including employment opportunities and a convenient mode of transport, the Bodaboda business is one that needs to receive closer attention by legislators, from ensuring that only skilled operators are licensed to the installation of rules of operation.
Waende shule, pia wapime ile mbio ya kuendesha, wachunge speed.
However, regulating this industry will not come easy. They are considered to wield massive power at the grassroots levels, power capable of changing political fortunes of many would-be politicians. They are used by most politicians in campaigns, including those holding positions at the county level. With the county and national governments unable to contain this group of entrepreneurs, many wonder for how long this vicious cycle will continue. Sharon Momanyi, KTN.
Tonight we keep our focus on the roads around the country and want to move now to the speed cameras, which look to have been overshadowed by the alco blow in the road safety campaign. It is, however, slowly stamping its authority in fighting road carnage. KTN's Angel Katusia reports.
Forget the alco blow, a device that has become a nightmare for Kenyan motorists. Now there is this, the speed camera. Imagine being waved down on a busy highway and accused of speeding. But just as you frantically deny the allegations, the evidence is displayed right before your face in the form of still and video images of your car, prominently displaying the prohibited speed at which you are driving. It's minutes to 11 a.m. Plainclothes police officers take position on a random spot. Today, the spot is just about 200 meters to Mlolongo, a built-up area with a speed cap of 50 kilometers per hour. Just 2 minutes into the operation, 4 vehicles are flagged down. 10 minutes later, more and more vehicles are nabbed. But just how does this gadget work? The handheld cameras record clear images and peak speed from as far as 3 kilometers. The operator, usually a plainclothes officer positioned away from the main team, will capture an oncoming vehicle. If the vehicle is speeding, he then conveys the details of the vehicle using a radio call to the arresting officers stationed at a roadblock further ahead.
Bravo Whiskey 363, Papa!
All those arrested during this crackdown had to part with 10,000 shillings cash bail. They will be charged in court Monday. Though most motorists argued there are no clear traffic signs on the road, Peter Isanda, a chief inspector of police in charge of road safety, dismissed these as mere excuses.
Most of the drivers, they don't want to comply with the law. Sometimes you may stop somebody and he decides to drive off.
The inspector says most motorists are ignorant of road signage, probably because of what he termed as diminishing standards of local driving schools and backdoor acquisition of driving licenses. In 2013, when the cameras were acquired, 7,713 motorists were arrested. 52 million shillings was collected in fines. This month alone, so far 37 motorists in Nairobi and 24 in Mombasa have been charged with speeding. Currently, each region in the country, with the exception of Northeastern, has at least one camera. According to the Traffic Act, the driving license of a person will be suspended for a period of not less than 3 years if the violation of the speed limit is by up to 20 kilometers per hour and the violation is repeated 3 or more different times. Angel Katusia, KTN.